clever by substituting
so
Bailey
5,
onto their
I
team.
guess.
Bear hug. Squeeze him. She releases the hold.
No harm in changing things up if a submission isn't working the way you want to.
It's gonna.
And a kick. Ooh. Ooh.
A little insult to your injury.
That kick will stop you in your tracks.
Hey, we're all getting free tickets to the gun show.
Kick to the back. The challenger really taking it on the chin here. Did you see that? Propelled through the air. Ooh, devastating
Make sure I'm recording.
kick.
Oh, man.
And now the tag.
You mean?
Oh, I think the ring just moved. Some intimidation tactics from CM Punk.
Tagging. Okay, he's dead, obviously.
Punk is locked
I
in on
wonder
his
if there's any
opponent now.
difference between the baby model
Kick right to the midsection. Punk
and the
avoids
baby
that
model.
one. Kick finds the mark.
Baby.
Kick to the gut, off the ropes.
CM Punk stopped that in its tracks.
Find some payback with their own reversal. Battle of counters. No one's getting their full offense in.
Bang! What a move!
Basically, just like so
Challenger
like
looking fairly run down at this
it's
stage.
like cool.
You really can't do
One
this
of my
all on your
favorites.
own.
Like,
Shot
a lot of people
inside frame.
don't like
Small
when they're
packages could be it.
like a
The
lot of people
champion with a
don't
quick shoulder up.
so
Wow.
at this point, I don't care about it. It's like,
Boom! Read that one. Blocked the effort and cut them off with a shot to the gut.
Put into the corner. What could be next? Oof. Running knee in the corner.
Knee to the face by CM Punk.
Oh! Short on clothesline by Punk.
Knew what was coming there.
Oh, what an axe handle. Punk looking to finish this with the Anaconda Vice.
Can his opponent survive this?
Got this one locked in extra.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done. And he got to his partner.
Oh, he timed that counter well.
Irish whip from Punk on Bailey.
And Punk follows it up with the knee.
And he nails the Bulldog. Vintage CM Punk.
This looks like it could be all over.
And there's the tag.
We've seen the defending champs win matches with the whirlwind splash, and now it's CM Punk's turn.
Wait, what?
Did that just happen?
I can't believe this. CM Punk has sided with Mutiny?
This can't be happening right now.
It's over.
We have new Unity Tag Team Champions, all thanks to the shocking turn of one CM Punk.
And now CM Punk is directing Mutiny to attack the former champions. Punk was friends with these two. They trusted him. This is sick.
Honestly, with Punk's track record, we should have seen this coming.
We thought he was one of the leaders of WWE. I don't get it.
You're not the only one.
We could be witnessing the beginning of the end for WWE as we know it.
I hate to agree, Corey, but with CM Punk on their side, Mutiny now has all the momentum leading into the most important Survivor Series ever.
We are headed for dark times.
You think you know people, man. You think you know people.
I've never been one to run from controversy. In fact, some people think wherever I go, I'm the source of it. So let's talk about why I'm here and how it happened. Buckle up. This story begins before I ever returned to WWE. Raw was in Chicago and my old friend Bailey invited me to stop by. Before I was asked to leave, Bailey and I reminisced about her time in NXT, which gave me an idea. If I was going to sign another WWE contract, sure, I wanted to main event WrestleMania, but that wasn't enough. I wanted to create real, permanent change, a legacy. After I signed, I went to the PC and met the men and women there. They had all the talent in the world, but once they left NXT, they were at the mercy of the corporate overlords who didn't give a damn about their stories, their abilities, or what they had done to get to that point. Year after year, NXT would build stars only to have them stolen by the so-called main roster and then tossed aside. If NXT management wasn't going to do anything about it, I was. NXT was the voiceless who needed my voice. With Bailey on board, we recruited Kevin Owens and the NXT roster and we started a movement. Powerful and permanent change. A legacy. And now with Triple H and the board's blessing, thanks, Paul! We not only have a seat at the table, but the chance to smash that table to pieces. It wasn't easy getting to this point. Friendships broken. Lies were told. Sacrifices had to be made. The night of the big invasion, I had to listen to the start of my own revolution as I lay on the concrete floor pretending to be a victim. All I could do was smile on the inside, knowing that my mutiny had begun. As that mutiny unfolded, I even had most of the locker room and the WWE Universe thinking Triple H was on our side. Crazy, right? Or is it? Unfortunately, for the
Very
plan
crazy.
to work, I couldn't be upfront with certain individuals. Namely, the now former Unity champions. When you were busy trying to start a new world order, who do you think riled up R-Truth and got the Raw and SmackDown rosters fighting each other? That would be me.
Oh,
I had you chase Io Sky all over the world just to have you end up destroying the WWE archives worse than Mutiny would have. At least you got some frequent flyer miles. You two used to date, right? Well, consider this a classic breakup. There were some lies, some cheating, and when I didn't need you anymore, I dumped your pathetic asses. Maybe someday you'll understand why I did what I did. But for now, just know that it was for the greater good. When Mutiny reaches its endgame, I will leave WWE not only better, but entirely different than it was when I arrived. And that's a change that was long overdue. So anyone else out there who's on the fence, I implore you to do what's right and get on board the NXT Mutiny Revolution now. Because after Survivor Series, you do not want to be on the wrong side of history.
oh shit.
I wanted to get the four of us together after everything that happened with Punk. How are you two holding up?
We're okay, but definitely didn't see that one coming.
No one did. Punk had us all doubting Triple H. Turns out he was just trying to divert attention away from himself the entire time.
Yeah, we know that.
Punk said this was like a breakup, and it feels that way.
It reminds me of when we split up, actually.
But ultimately, you must have mended fences to get to this point, right?
Yeah, it took time, but eventually we realized we worked better as friends.
Well, I don't think we have a lot of time, unfortunately, but maybe you can use that experience. You don't need Punk. You never did. You have each other.
I guess you're right. But even though we have each other, we still need help if we're going to defeat Mutiny at Survivor Series.
I know you couldn't trust anyone in the locker room before, but now you don't really have a choice. And besides, in the time since Mutiny formed, certain individuals have proven their loyalty to our side. We should start there.
Keep in mind, these superstars will compete for us in the best-of-3 series. Everything is at stake, including our livelihoods and the future of WWE. So choose carefully.
Which brand do you want to go recruit first?
Recruit. Okay, let's see. Okay, so
I'll start on SmackDown talking to superstars from the women's division.
Okay. You have our full support.
we got Punk. We got Mutiny. There are only 9 chapters, and I'm on chapter 7. 6. Alright, we're just going to pick Bailey. Because Bailey has the fun stuff that I want.
Hey there. I was gonna give you a hard time about losing the Unity belt, but I don't have the heart. A betrayal like that had to suck.
Thanks, Becky. It's mostly just my pride that aches at this point, which is why I am going to take all of Punk's away at Survivor Series.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Nick Aldis told me you and your partner were in charge of recruiting Team WWE. I want in.
Oh, wow. Becky, you are literally a legend, so I don't want you to take this the wrong way.
But there's a mountain of responsibility on your shoulders, and you want to make sure you're making the right call, because if you screw this up, it's pretty much the end of WWE as we know it.
Sounds overwhelming when you put it that way.
Well then, how would you like to walk into Survivor Series knowing you're facing a mutiny that's already broken?
I would like that very much. Tell me more.
Before Punk stuck a knife in your backs in a way he never could have if Seth and I had been the Unity champions.
You're a real peach.
The whole world thought Bailey was the puppet mistress pulling the strings of this mutiny rebellion. And as you may have heard, she and I have a bit of a history.
A bit? You were part of the NXT 4 Horsewomen together. You and Bailey don't just have history, you have mythology.
Exactly. Nobody knows Bailey as well as I do. And I'm sure that going from revolutionary leader to CM Punk's second fiddle has got to be driving her mad.
And you want to use that to drive a wedge.
Not only drive a wedge, I can drive Bailey all the way back to WWE.
That happens, Mutiny doesn't walk into Survivor Series. They hobble.
Exactly. I know just how to get under Bailey's skin, too. My next match, she's gonna see me do all her moves better than she does. So you give me the green light, and I'll go to work.
If you can split Mutiny's core and bring Bailey back home to WWE, you're not just on our Survivor Series team. You're the linchpin.
Linchpin. I'm the punter around these parts. That's gimmick infringement.
If you're gonna steal, steal from the best.
Flattery will get you everywhere. All right, let's see if I can get my old pal's attention.
Ooh, that's true.
Becky Lynch has promised that this match is going to get Mutiny talking.
Everyone knows her history with Nia Jax. It was after one of their exchanges that the man became the man. This will get everyone talking.
There's more on Becky's mind than beating Nia. Take a look at how she's moving differently in there. There's something familiar about her. Can't prepare your face for that.
Look at Ascension, the surfboard.
And a face crusher.
Oh, the reversal by Becky Lynch.
Big time Bex, not backing down, not toning it down for anyone.
Oh, the elbow connects.
Kick to the stomach.
She's in that zone. Total focus on the competition.
Turn Nia Jax around there.
Turns that away.
With the lariat.
Oh, man.
Big forearm.
Big blow could be felt throughout the arena. Ooh, sharp kick. Oh, what a kick.
Strikes with a kick. Oh. Nia didn't look too comfortable there.
Some dominant offense there from the one and only man. Ooh, strong kick. My goodness.
Oh, what a slam.
Waistlock.
What the? Why? She could have got her.
Kick to the gut. Uh-oh. Look out. Rose plant. Jax looks absolutely out of it.
Following it up with the cover.
Oh, kicks out, kicks out.
Amazing kick out. You cannot help but be impressed by Nia Jax's fortitude here tonight.
And Becky now must be forced to re-strategize, being unable to produce the results she looked for. Win! A big win! That took a huge effort.
Here is your winner, the man, Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch just defeated Nia Jax with a Bailey to belly suplex. It was actually a Becky to
That's a
belly.
lie.
That wasn't just a suplex, that was a statement directly to her former close friend Bailey. Forget about your big mutiny plans and look at me.
Oh, copyright. Bow down, bow down, bow down. All hail.
Thanks for meeting me up here.
No problem, but isn't this just a little bit paranoid?
People have been jumping from WWE to Mutiny since the night they invaded. Bailey probably has a set of eyes or ears hanging around here somewhere.
Well, word definitely got back to her about you doing her moves. Did you see her social media rant?
It was hard to miss. I'm already so far under her skin, she's gonna scratch herself raw.
Right? I've never seen a person use so many words to insist they don't care about something.
You haven't, I haven't. I've seen it plenty.
That'd be the lady protesting too much. One more nudge, I think I'll be able to open Bailey's eyes to how Punk's really using her.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm Irish, darling. I'm just gonna use my words.
St. Patrick's Day as of the day of this recording, so ooh, it works. Becky Lynch story. This is going to be the best episode of Ding Dong Hello, guys.
Welcome to the return of Ding Dong
On stage, it's not in the ring.
Hello! I'm your host, Bailey! And I'm wearing some brand new fancy slacks for the occasion! This week, we have the biggest guest I have ever seen walk through that door. She's an icon, a legend, the former leader of Mutiny, me!
Is that Bailey doing the voice? Or is that Becky just...
You know, I had this really funny bit about Bailey walking through that door and doing a big pratfall like some cheesy sitcom.
We didn't have the
But
budget
honestly,
for
it's
it,
just
so...
making me sad. See, I miss Bailey. The real Bailey. My Bailey. I'm doing all this to try and remind her who she really is. Do you remember, Bailey? Do you? You're a force of nature. You built damage control from nothing into one of the most dominant factions in WWE and kept them there for 2 years. You're a leader. If it had really been you in charge of Mutiny, I might not like it, but at least I'd respect the game. But this, following a cult leader like Punk off a cliff, that's not you. That can't be you. If you rang the doorbell and walked through that door, all I'd ask is what the hell happened to my friend. So instead, later tonight, I'm gonna go out there, and when the bell rings, I hope you're standing across from me. It's time we mend our fences.
Okay. Ooh, copyright.
Becky Lynch invited Bailey to the ring, and it seems Bailey accepted.
I didn't think she would actually show.
Look out!
Kyrie Sane from behind.
This was a setup.
Becky was distracted. Now Kyrie's laying in the punches.
The referee's finally getting some control.
It's about damn time.
No, Kyrie's going back. Get up, Becky.
Kyrie Sane wanted to get her hands on Becky Lynch. Now she has her chance.
If Becky thought she could talk any sense into that traitor Bailey, I got a steel mill in Pittsburgh to sell her. Pure naivete.
Having faith in the people you care about isn't naive, Corey. It's hope.
Spinning kick to the gut, and an answer from her. European uppercut. Uppercut. Man, Sane losing some focus on the task at hand.
And Becky saw an obstacle in her way and handled it accordingly.
A striking blow. Kick right to the body. Kick to the gut. Lands the elbow. Oh, perfect kick.
Got out of there at the perfect time. Leg drop.
Becky Lynch looking for the disarmer.
Got the submission, but that's not going to win this match. Oh, this trap, but she gets away.
Kyrie gets that set right.
Becky.
There you go. I love when you bring this in, like, go back to old games.
Becky Lynch just
And
fended
it's
off
like
Kyrie
saying
Sane's
something
attack and sent her
on
back
the-
to Mutiny with a lot of explaining to do.
Well, it might have
Even
been
on strategy,
Kyrie's hands, but
it's
that was
always
Bailey's
easier
attack.
to
Until these
spend
two
stuff
former
to
allies get their
use.
hands on each other, this war isn't going to stop.
Becky, Becky, Becky. You know, it took me a couple of weeks to figure out why you were so determined to get my attention.
Stupid.
Now I see. It's the same thing it's always been with you, Rebecca. Green-eyed envy. You're right. I did build damage control from the ground up, and then they fell apart without me. Just like the horsewomen fell apart without me. It must drive you crazy that everything I touch turns to gold, while every professional relationship you've ever had falls to dust. You believe you can cause tension between Punk and me because you think we work by the same code as the WWE locker room. Every person for themselves. You're wrong. Mutiny is different. We're breaking the old hierarchies. You are the one who sold your soul for success, Becky. You call yourself the man when you've been dancing a jig to WWE's tunes since the beginning. Your book tour, your morning show interviews, your fans, all gifts from the machine for being a good little girl. You would throw any friend
Every
under the
episode
bus
of
to get
TV is
ahead.
just-
Unlike Kyrie Sane, who joined Mutiny out of loyalty to our friendship. Loyalty, which you never had. I don't know what you're after, Becky, but I know there's one way to settle it. In the ring. But I'm not the fool you think I am. You're not going to sucker me into a SmackDown trap. Come home to the place that made you, Becky. Come face me at NXT and I'll show you what you really are. A puppet. You're not the only one who can play mind games. Stay tuned.
You're not the only one that can play Minecraft. Oops. I'm gonna put the Eminem song on. I think this is a good time to end this session. Probably beat the game tonight, honestly, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace.